Hey guys, welcome back to the Cool Classic Kid Show. Today we have to talk about the Mario movie because, well, the dumb takes still continue. And we already talked in a prior video essentially about the really stupid critic thoughts that were just laughable at best. I mean, this kind of just solidifies that, unfortunately, people that have access to journalist websites that write for these publications, especially gaming news websites, are a complete joke and deserve to be laughed at. But man, Polygon here probably has the dumbest opinion piece take I've seen. Yes, it is an opinion. It is a mentally deranged opinion as far as I can tell. And honestly, at this point, mock and shame everyone. And we're gonna jump right into that right now because, well, this one right here is truly something else, to say the least. Polygon writes, 1993's Super Mario Bros. Is so much better than the new animated movie. The live-action Mario movie was weird, gross, and risky, and a lot more fun than the safe, faithful 2023 version. And this article is by Maddie Myers. Let's just take a gander on what this person looks like, because I just have an inkling that it's probably someone that I constantly voice is the downfall of first world society. And this is Maddie Myers, and hello and behold, it's another really annoying fucking looking white woman. What a surprise. And yes, they actually believe that the 1993 film is better than the new animated film that dropped. Yes, clearly this is so much better, guys, right? This is also so much better, right? We totally want this when we think of Mario, and this when we think of Mario. So let us continue with this retarded-ass article. They say, the Super Mario Bros. Movie is a pitch straight down the middle of the plate. It's uncomplicated, breezy, and risk-free. So basically, they're upset that the new movie is for the fans and literally adheres to the lore. That's apparently bad and evil. They would rather much prefer this fucking meme of a movie over something that respects the property, respects the viewer, and adheres to the lore. Apparently, for the fans, as per usual with these journalist clowns, is a bad thing. And they continue. It's the exact kind of Mario origin story you'd expect to see after the disastrous critical reception of the 1993 live-action Super Mario Bros. And for all those reasons, it's pretty boring. Literally, the 1993 movie is an abomination of not just a Mario film, but film entirely. It is memed on. It's been memed on for as long as I can remember. I've never actually seen this god-awful piece of shit movie, but I've seen countless memes on it. It is a internet joke. Okay, it's insane to even think that it existed as a film and was a serious release. And it's like apparently a Mario movie. We haven't been brought forth a Mario movie that is actually a true adaptation. Because the 1993 live-action film certainly was none of that. So it was important to actually do the right thing and make a legitimate Mario film. Because whatever the 1993 film was, clearly is not a Mario film. But yes, apparently a literal film that adheres to the lore and is for the fans and is what you expect. The things that are asked of a Mario film are present. That in itself is bad, according to this individual. They say it has nothing to do with the grandiosity of the 1993 Super Mario Bros., a movie that infuriated its stars and cinema audiences with its bizarre creative decisions, its failure of choice, its failure to actually adhere to the lore and actually do a decent job of bringing the Mario universe to life. Total failure. Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo, who played Mario and Luigi respectively in the film, drank whiskey between takes to cope with the production's chaotic set, which may have led to Hoskins' repeated injuries while filming. So not only was it just bad on screen, but behind the scenes, it was a complete disaster of a film too. It's imagine how you can co-sign such a giant pile of shit. In 2007, Hoskins told The Guardian that the Super Mario Bros. Was the worst thing I ever did. It's a fucking nightmare. The whole experience was a nightmare. It had a husband and wife team directing whose arrogance had been mistaken for talent. After so many weeks, their own agent told them to get off the set. Fucking nightmare, fucking idiots. That's a great way to describe the on-screen effect of this film as well. It's obviously for the best that the Super Mario Bros. Set environment wasn't replicated in the making of the 2023 animated film. Oh my god. At least as far as we know. How animated film versus live action. That's amazing how you would word that or choose to actually think that's comparable. But anyway. But the overcorrection of the other direction led to the film that lacks any sense of spontaneity, creativity, or narrative risk. So basically, you wanted this film to not be Mario. That's literally what you would have wanted. And because it's Mario, you hate it. Or you don't like it, or you're bored of it. It's just amazing, this thought process. The Super Mario Bros. Movie is so by the books that you could easily predict the entire plot just from the trailers alone. Honestly, it isn't that hard to fucking predict the plot just because they say it's a Mario Bros. Movie and that it's going to adhere to its lore and Nintendo is behind it to ensure that the property is respected. Just from that alone, the movie is relatively gonna be predictable. Let's be real now. But I'm not upset by that. I expect that. It's what you expect. If anything, the plot you predict would probably have more twists and turns than the actual movie. But Maddie, you might be thinking, it's the Super Mario Bros. Movie for kids. It doesn't need to be complicated. I didn't even bring that up, but that's another reason. I mean, technically, but just on a fundamental level, the fact that your dumbass is expecting a Mario Bros. Movie to not be Mario Bros. Is your own fault. It's your own ignorance. It's your own stupidity. They go on to say, it doesn't need to be complicated. Sure, I take your point. One of the big criticisms of the 1993 Mario movie is that it isn't very kid-friendly, unless you're a kid who likes gross, dark sci-fi. In Super Mario Bros., the Mushroom Kingdom gets reimagined as Dino Hatton, a cyberpunk dystopia in an alternative universe populated by dinosaur-human hybrid ruled by the cruel tyrant King Koopa. By Dennis Hopper. Oh my god, I can't believe Dennis Hopper did that pile of shit. In addition to kidnapping human women from our universe's version of Manhattan. In search of the long-lost Princess Daisy, King Koopa also has a terrifying de-evolution device that can transform any living being into some primordial version of themselves. Because it's live action and relies heavily on practical effects, the set of the Super Mario Bros. Looks as disgusting and unfriendly as Total Recall's depiction of colonized Mars. I mean, because their thought process was to make things relatable to, like, Manhattan, New York. I come from New York. It's gross. New York is fucking gross, guys. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I mean, there's other parts of New York, but we're thinking of, like, you know, Brooklyn or Manhattan setting sort of deal. You know, Brooklyn, Manhattan, the Bronx, they're disgusting. Queens, a good portion is disgusting. There's some nice parts of Queens. You have the Long Island area, you have upstate New York. Those are outliers, but like the particular like inspiration for the setting of this movie, the inspiration is some pretty shit places. It is what it is. They're rendered as slick with slime and rust, all to illustrate the societal harm that King Koopa's reign has wrought. See, it should have never gotten to that, like, gross visual depiction. It just isn't Mario. It literally is not that. Super Mario Bros. Is much darker in tone and appearance than the Super Mario Bros. Movie of 2023 because it's literally not even properly inspired by Mario. It's just something else entire. It's a bastardization of the franchise. But it's also a fascinating take on the game's silly premise. It's shit. It's a very poor take. It's not even remotely representative of the property. The games never explain why Mario, an Italian-American human from New York City, ends up in a world populated by anthropomorphic fungi. But if that really happened to him, wouldn't it be scary and bizarre rather than breezy and fun? When Hoskins and Leguizamo's Mario and Luigi end up in the dinosaur-populated, fungus-filled alt universe, it truly feels as though the two Brooklyn plumbers are up against a serious challenge. But as hard scrabble independent business owners, they've cleaned up a lot of literal shit and dealt with some very tough customers. So it makes a strange sort of sense that their reaction is to roll up their sleeves and dig into Dino Hatton's problems. You want this to be so ultra realistic. It's like, oh my god, can we just have fun? This is what this movie is. The Mario Bros. 2023 film. It's fun. Do you have to be such a miserable bitch, Maddie, whatever your name is? Why do you have to be such a miserable cunt? Why can't you just have fun? The Super Mario Bros. Movie actually has the same premise as a live-action film, but with all the unusual and gritty edges sanded off. Mario and Luigi are still Brooklyn-based plumbers who fall into a portal to another world, but instead of the goofy magical explanations and world building in the 1993 movie, you mean the shitty, garbage, ugly magical explanations. The Super Mario Bros. Movie sets aside all those questions and tosses Mario into a series of platforming puzzles. Question blocks arbitrarily exist all over the place and deliver power-ups for no clear reason. So basically, it's like the fucking video games. This is their complaint. Why are you this fucking ignorant? Why do you choose to be this ignorant? Princess Peach is a human woman who leads the toadstool population. She seems blandly unconcerned with her own mysterious origin story. What is there to be concerned with? She's in a privileged situation. What is there to be concerned with? Bowser wants to kidnap Peach and marry her because she's beautiful and cool. No further characterization or plot points required. So basically, once again, it's like the video games. The big lesson at the end of the movie? Something broad in general about the value of determination, or so the characters keep repeating. So yeah, basically it teaches kids to not give up. You know, and that nothing is going to necessarily be handed to you. Apparently, that's a bad thing, apparently. Apparently, people like Maddie seem to believe that you should just be given the shit that you want or something or other. Like, what? Up until Mario and Luigi grab a perfect power-up to defeat Bowser. So this isn't really a lesson. It's more akin to just watching somebody play a Mario game. There you fucking have it. Do I even need to read more? There it is. Apparently, it isn't a lesson. It's more akin to just watching someone play a Mario game. And this is a bad thing to this dickhead. I don't even need to read any more of this. What more is there to say? The critics have come out in the most stupid, ignorant, dumb fuck ways possible against this movie. And I am just laughing at their face as it continues to make money hand over fist, as people continue to absolutely hammer these cocksucking bastards for being this stupid, for being this disconnected from the general public. What is the point of critics when all they do is just have the most dumb, ignorant takes that they can think of? They're disconnected from the society. They think that they're privileged, that they're better than you. What is the point when literally their job exists in order for them to watch a film from the basis of the general public and give their critique? They think that they're better than everyone else, or they think they're smarter, or whatever have you. They think that it's hilarious because they admit that they don't even understand a basic ass movie such as a Mario movie, but yet they still think that they're better than you. And this opinion piece deserves to absolutely be mocked and shamed for the stupidity that it actually brings forward. This person is literally upset that the Mario movie is literally just that, a Mario movie. And they're actually going to involve some sort of dumb take about how the 1993 bastardized version of Mario is somehow better, or that they like it more. I don't even need to make a joke. I don't even need to be demeaning. Just the fact that you think this way is demeaning yourself and your own intelligence. But at least you out yourself. Because this is a clown take, and you deserve to wear the biggest red nose in the room. Guys, let me know what you think about this. How do you feel about the critics absolutely having the dumbest takes in regards to the Super Mario Bros. Movie? I still haven't watched it yet. This weekend I will be watching it. I'm super hyped for it all. And I'm expecting it to be just what it is, a Mario movie. And I'm hyped for it. But anyways, guys, if you can like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, or Kick if you'd like to continue the conversation. Consider becoming a channel member if you would like to have access to my growing Discord server. And guys, with all being said, I'm out. Peace.